Here we go. Nights and weekends again. Let me make sure the mic is on. So apparently today, 9/15, 2024, around 3-ish p.m. Eastern Standard, somebody was going to try to kill Donald Trump again. Again. Okay? And let me throw in a few clips here. Marcus, throw in the first clip of them saying what happened.
Yeah, I'm not sure if the Secret Service gentleman answered. I misunderstood, or I couldn't quite understand. So there was a rifle. So one of your agents saw on the golf course a rifle pointing to a fence. Was it a chain link? Okay, so he saw that, the agent.
That is correct. Yes.
And the president or the former president was on the course behind him. How close?
It was 1 or 2 holes behind.
100%.
That because the bubble moves through the golf course, so our agents will get there first, clear it. He noticed that the rifle was pointed out. Our agents engaged. We are not sure right now if the individual was able to take a shot at our agents, but for sure our agents were able to engage with the subject. I don't know that.
Doesn't appear so.
Is there no?
Yep. Al?
How far away was the president, how far away was Donald Trump when this gentleman was caught and stopped?
I got it. Probably between 300 and 500 yards, but with a rifle and a scope like that, that's not a long distance.
So as we can see there, Donald Trump was anywhere between 300 to 500 yards away. And according to the man who is the point person there, he said that the rifle with that kind of scope, that's a nothing shot. 300 to 500 yards is not a long shot for that weapon. Okay. And let me just get out ahead of this. And I hate the curse, but here we go. I'm sorry. If any asshole out there who watches this says, we don't even know, he could have been shooting for somebody else, that's bullshit. Let's go right here, because I absolutely love how they have it right here to where it will end up telling you. Here we go. This is from ABC News. The FBI said Donald Trump was the target of what appears to be an attempted assassination at his golf course in West Palm Beach, Florida on Sunday, just 9 weeks after the Republican presidential nominee survived another attempt on his life. The former president said he was safe and well. So let us put to end for any asshole out there that will say, we don't know who he was trying to shoot at. Palm Beach County Sheriff Rick Bradshaw said the U.S. Secret Service agents fired at the man pointing a AK-style rifle with a scope as Trump was on the course. Bradshaw said the gunman also had 2 backpacks hanging on a fence that you saw from the picture that the guy put up. He was 300 to 400 yards away from Trump and hiding in the shrubbery while the former president played golf on a nearby hole. The person dropped the weapon and fled in the SUV and was later taken into custody in a neighboring county. I'm going to try to find this here. By the way, the golf course was closed. So as we can see here, that is what was going on. The person was there waiting. The golf course was closed while Trump was on there. Added in Marcus to the rescue. I got to add this on in. So as you can see here, it says the golf course was partially shut down for Trump as he played, and agents were a few holes ahead of him when they noticed the person with the firearm. So as I said, they were around him, it was closed. They were not aiming for the guy who was holding the damn golf clubs. So it isn't any Scooby-Doo goddamn mystery as to who that person was trying to kill. Okay? Marcus, throw in the 2 clips that you had to edit together about how the folks on the fucking left have made it to where they have coined this man an existential threat. Throw that in.
The president is literally an existential threat to America for three reasons. One, he is a genuine threat to our core values.
Well, our view, and I think the view of the vast majority of Americans, is that former President Trump abused the office of the presidency and attempted to subvert a peaceful transfer of power, something that had happened between Democratic and Republican presidencies for decades and decades throughout history. The former president's actions represented a unique and existential threat to our democracy that we don't feel can be swept under the rug. And as president...
So apparently we either don't know the definition of words or we don't mean the bullshit that comes out of our mouth from the folks on the left. If you say that somebody is an existential threat, by all means, people should be trying to do whatever. Okay? If this man is a existential threat, existential means life will not go on for you. Okay? It means that if this person does X, Y, and Z, things are going to end. That's why all the jokers who talk about climate change being an existential threat, it isn't going to kill every last human being on earth. It isn't going to kill the overwhelming vast majority of people. They end up saying it to hike up the goddamn rhetoric. And as we can see, Joe Biden did it. Also, his press secretary did it. All the folks on CNN, MSNBC, NPR, NBC, CBS, ABC, New York Times, etc., all did this. You keep hiking it up. It's you. It is you. It is you. The person sitting there who thinks that if Donald Trump gets elected, that it's the end of everything, you're part of the goddamn problem. Okay, Marcus, throw in the most absurd clip that you got from the folks on InWokeness on Twitter. They actually recorded what MSNBC said. Throw that in, please.
Do you expect there to be calls from within the Trump campaign to do that? Because he's going to reach out to his supporters and say, let's take this down. We do not know, again, the source of any gunshot or gunshots. We don't know who's responsible for this. The whole thing has yet to be 100% confirmed from start to finish how this all played out. But do you expect to hear anything from the Trump campaign about toning down the rhetoric, toning down the violence, or would that be atypical of the former president?
Well, Alex, remember back to the assassination attempt on President Trump's life and how, there was talk of a new tone, and then the Republican convention was, by Trumpian standards, muted. And it did seem like he was, just trying to take it down a few notches. But then by the end of his convention speech, we were kind of back to where we started. So I don't know how long this could, this moment of unity for the country where we come together and we say, I don't want any political opposition to be under threat of violence. It's not okay, any threat of violence, we don't want. I would love for us to have a unity type moment, but I think it's probably going to be pretty fleeting, as we've seen in the past.
Let me get this straight. It's Donald Trump who needs to tone down the fucking rhetoric. Is this a joke? He needs to tone down the rhetoric? How about the folks on the left tone down the damn rhetoric? Okay? So that's it. Thank God that Trump, again, I am telling you, whoever they is.
Who is they, though?
They want that man gone. And they won't stop. They will not stop. Okay? If I were him, he needs to be in the Vatican mobile, just completely insulated within bulletproof glass. Okay? So, this person tried to kill him. Hopefully they end up No. We do not want to torture anybody. hopefully they get the information out of him in the most safe and adequate way possible. Okay. And we find out what was motivating this person. And can the folks on the left please tone down the fucking rhetoric? See ya, unless this man gets a third assassination attempt. All right, bye.